recently had a baby and was gifted a few baby blankets. They're adorable and I love them. However, I need an additional blanket or two. So today I'm going to be making one and I'm going to show you how I'm doing it. And this is the sweet little baby that I'm making the baby blanket for. Isn't she adorable? So I'll be basing it off of this cute baby blanket that my Aunt Keely gave me. Thank you, Aunt Keely. She even embroidered my daughter's name in it. How cute is that? I love it. So I'm gonna be basing the dimensions off of this blanket. So let's go measure. Okay, I'm using a yardstick and I'm going to be measuring. We have about almost 35 inches by 30 inches. So now what I'm gonna do is I am going to add an inch onto each side so that I can have a 1/2 inch seam allowance. So in total, I'll be cutting my fabric 31 inches by 35.5 inches. To get started, I first needed to cut my fabric. I'm measuring it to be the dimensions that I just told you. And if you've been around for a while, you might recognize these scales. They're from a stocking pattern that I made last year, and I had a lot of fabric left over, so I thought it would be perfect for this use. Now in sewing, there is a saying, and it is measure twice, cut once. Clearly, I have a really hard time with that, and I have to measure a million times before I can cut just once. I'm using a rotary blade and a mat. I really like using this method because I feel like it's a lot faster to cut things out this way. I used to use scissors and pins to do everything. Now I use a rotary blade and a mat with sewing weights almost always. Now that the front fabric is cut, I'm going to be cutting the back side. Since I already have the top side of the fabric cut, I'm just going to use that as my template, so that I don't have to measure again to cut the bottom fabric. I got this fabric from Walmart as a pre-cut bundle. Sadly, when you buy things in a pre-cut bundle, you may not always know the condition of the fabric. This fabric definitely had a big hole in it, so I had to cut around that, which was pretty unfortunate. Now that both sides of the fabric are cut, I'm laying them out flat and pinning them together with wrong sides together. Now with this amount of material, pinning it can take quite a while. And I'm pinning most of the way around it, but I am leaving a 2 to 3 inch gap where I'm not sewing so that I can turn it right side out, so I'm not pinning in that spot. Also, this white fabric sheds like crazy. Just look at how my black leggings pretty much turned white. I've got all the fuzzballs I need for life. Now one of my favorite tricks in sewing, when you're using 2 different fabrics and you want the threads to match, is to have the main fabric thread in the top of your sewing machine, and then put a thread that matches the other color fabric in the bobbin. Using this method, we'll have the fabric matching the thread on both sides, even though they're different colors. Now to get back to sewing this blanket. This is super easy because all I'm really gonna do is sew around all of the edges and just leave that 2 to 3 inch gap where I'm not gonna sew so that I can turn it right side out. Now I'm using a 1/2 inch seam allowance to sew this. And what makes this baby blanket just so easy is that there's pretty much only like 2 or 3 seams that need to be sewn. Now that it's sewn all the way around those edges, except for the gap, I need to cut the corners off so that they can be nice, crisp corners. Basically, I'm just cutting a square to help make that corner sharp, and I'm doing this on all 4 corners of the blanket. Now that the corners are clipped, I can turn the blanket right side out. All I have to do is reach in the gap and pull the right side of the fabric to the outside. And that actually automatically pulls the wrong side to the inside of the blanket. Now, to give it an even more extra crisp look, I'm going to iron down the edges so that they lay flat before I top stitch them. And then after the blanket is ironed, I take it back to the sewing machine to top stitch around the edge. I'm sewing right on the seam allowance edge so that I'm catching the seam allowance. This has me sewing through 4 layers, 2 layers of the main fabric pieces and 2 layers of the seam allowance. And then, can we please take a second to appreciate that I played chicken with the bobbin and totally won? Now I just need to trim off the excess threads from sewing. Now you might be wondering about that gap that was left from turning. Well, when I top stitched around the edges, I closed that gap. It might leave a little spot where the blanket opens a tiny bit, but the hole is still closed. Now if I was really concerned about this little bit of uneven edge, I might just put some fabric glue in there. But I'm not really worried about that because no one's ever gonna see it. So I'm just leaving it as is. Then, the final step to finishing this blanket is to wash it to make sure I got rid of all of those excess threads or fuzzballs that came off when I was cutting out the fabrics. And that's all there is to making this easy baby blanket. So, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching and I'll catch you in the next one. You like your new blankie? Is it nice?